The biggest difference was the fact that I could actually spend my time going out and meeting voters and talking to people about what's important to them, rather than having to spend my time raising money. Under the old system, we were raising money right up to the end. So I'd say about half my time was spent raising money and half my time was spent meeting voters. Any way that we can move toward a cleaner election system where special interests and lobbyists and contractors are taken out of the mix, I think is going to be a positive thing. This has been a really important way for women to come forward and have better access to the system. It gives a candidate the opportunity to really campaign in a way that speaks with and listens to the people in the district, and it allows people who may not have the ability to raise large amounts of money to have access to the system.
I was one of 4 Republicans when the Citizens Election Fund came up for a vote in the House of Representatives that supported it. It works. It helps out. It gives you more time to campaign. I've knocked on 4,300 doors. I've been in front of supermarkets. I've been on the phone calling people. And I've probably done it for about a month and a half longer than I would normally do it because of the fundraising involved. This was funny. When I went over and I asked somebody for $5 and they said to me, "I can't give you $5. I'm embarrassed. I want to give you $50. I said, "I don't need it. I don't want it. $5 is sufficient. $10 is sufficient. I'd rather get money from a larger number of people than a smaller number of people giving me heavier contributions." If special interest made a large contribution to your campaign, I think, although you might not want to, you're going to have to at least listen to them. Where if you didn't accept anything from them and you've already thought about what you want to do, you might not have to spend as much time with the special interest group.
When you tell people that it only takes $5 to contribute, then you can actually have people who otherwise would not even be able to participate in the process due to the cost. I mean, not everyone can afford to give $100. $5 is an easy way of getting involved in the electoral process. People feel much more involved because this is, in most cases and in many cases, this is the first time that someone had the opportunity to give to a candidate for political office. My interaction with these groups that represent a significant number of individuals have mostly now been about, the policies and the work. Not any discussions about money, not any discussions about that. It actually maintains a pretty easy way and concrete way of talking about the real needs of the people that we represent. The people who have contributed to the program, I would say a significant number of them have never contributed to another political campaign.
This was a much better platform to focus on the issues instead of focusing about getting money to get your message out. I've been in front of restaurants, stores, whatever I can do to get out there and meet people. A lot of community events, every day just going out there in the evening, shaking hands. Every door was a door of opportunity for me to meet somebody and pick up a vote and get somebody to believe in me that I could do a good job for them. All different types of people, all different types of economic backgrounds, all different types of religious backgrounds. Basically, we have young, we have older, we have wealthy, we have some people who are struggling to pay their mortgages, we have different types of races, different types of creeds. It's really opened the gamut up to who can participate in the political process. There's nothing better than getting the candidates out there to shake hands and meet people and talk about the issues instead of basically in the back of your head thinking, how can I get more funding from this person? It's a great thing.
I think the system we put together was a real good system. It's simple, but you have to do the work to get it. It kind of reminds people when they first ran for office, they were getting a lot of small donations. Makes elections closer to home. I'm excited. This is the first race with it, and I think a lot of people, actually a number of people voted against it, are participating in it. And that's kind of rewarding, saying, okay, at the time you thought it was a bad idea, but you know what? When it comes to reality, you think it's a fine idea, and you're raising the money and you're running campaigns on it, and that's what it's all about.